Hello, everyone. Today we are going to present for you a new topic, which is starting a conversation with a stranger, or as we call it, icebreakers. Okay, so how to ice break, okay, with others. Um, Starting with, I'll give you first of all some tips that I have already. is taken from one of the internet websites. At the end, inshallah, I'm gonna mention this website because it's very, it's wonderful and has lots of information. So, to start a conversation with a stranger, one can use one of the following strategies. You have to offer a simple greeting with a smile. Okay, so simply you can say, "Hi, how is everything? What's up? What's wrong?" Okay, etc. So, but when you say these expressions, you have to remember to keep your or to maintain your smile. You might, for instance, hi, and my name is, for instance, Al-Bahrani. Okay, so you have to introduce yourself directly in an appropriate, low pressure social settings. Okay, a simple hi, I don't believe we have met. I'm, for instance, Joan, works well. Okay, etc. So try to remember, how to, to ice break with someone else. You have to start with simple greeting and a nice smile. This makes your conversation looks simple and friendly at the same time. Okay, what else? Also, we have something else. We have to commenting on a shared surroundings. Usually, if you want to share something or to start a conversation with someone, you start by commenting on something that you shared. Both of you can see, both of you can feel, or you can live. Something is shared in the surrounding. Okay, so we comment on the environment. We need to comment, for instance, on the food if you are in a party, maybe on the way people dance, for instance, on the decoration, something general that both of you can see, you can experience. This means that to make this means what making a remark about the immediate surroundings, such as the weather, the venue, or an event that you both attending. For instance, you say it is incredibly busy in here today, isn't it? Okay, so or the food is delicious, isn't it? Okay, so we have so many things uh, to be talked about. So commenting on something that both of you share. Another tip is what offering a sincere compliment or asking for input. This means what complimenting something they chose, like a book they are reading, okay, a piece of clothing, or a unique accessory. For instance, you are complimenting, which means they are praising someone. Oh, this is a very nice jacket. Oh, let's say wonderful look, okay, or a costume, whatever, or a haircut, hair. Die, etc. So you can mention something, you can compliment, you can praise something that you can see in others. This also ice breaks the floor. Between you and the addressee as well. What else? Okay, we have approaching with good eye contact. Usually, when you talk to someone and ask them about something, eye contact is very important because through your eyes, I can see whether you are interested, whether you like talking to me, for instance, whether you have understood, whether you are experiencing something, you feel something. Okay, so all these meanings, hidden meaning, can be reflected in your eyes. So, asking for information or advice using a simple question to initiate interaction. For instance, you can say, do you know if this seat is taken? So when you say this a question, when you utter this a question, your eye should be directed towards the person you are talking to. This shows that you are interested, you are respecting the other people, etc. Have you tried the coffee here? You want to buy a coffee and accidentally you find someone is buying, so you might ask, have you tried this coffee before or here, because you want to make sure. And of course, when you ask, you have to look at his eyes, because his speech, the tone, the words are something, and sometimes the expressions are something else. Okay, so The expressions add meaning, accentuate, confirm. If you say yes, it's very yummy, it's good, very good. And even the expressions, the tone, and these, let's say, things all add meaning to your words. They confirm and accentuate at the same time. Also, you have to keep it positive. Usually, try to be optimistic, try to think optimistically. Don't sound very pessimist and bleak, because this will make the others, I mean, do not like to continue. Okay, because you will represent what? Let's say bad energy, okay, or negative energy to them. What else? Also, we need to ask open-ended question. Never use try. I remember one of my students, for instance, have written a dialogue about starting conversation with a stranger. Um, while I was just reading this conversation, I have found that the student kept asking, "Do you like this one? Would you like this one? Is it okay?" And the other one only answering. No, this is not the way of starting a conversation with strangers. You do not try to avoid using yes no question. Try to use open-ended questions, affirmation questions, WH question, because with these types of questions you are going to add information. Okay, to ask whether you like it or not. It is not something, I mean, good. Do you like it? It's okay. Why do you like it? Yeah, I mean, the conversation should be going on. Okay, so never try to only take the role of asking and the other person takes the role of answering. No, both of you, both sides have to question and have to answer at the same time. Okay, in order to sound that there is something to show that there is something shared between the two. Ask about something else, about opinion or whatever. For instance, here, if you are in a specific setting like a gym or a conference, ask a question tailored to that environment. Tailored, which means specific or relevant to that environment, such as what? How long have you been coming to this gym, for instance? How did you find this gym? How about, for instance, the captain or the different exercises offered? Have you found that there is a big change? I mean, try to ask more questions, WH question, because you are going to gain information, and at the same time you keep the conversation on and on. Do not only ask and the other person only answers. No, this is not enough. Okay. What else? Also, we have how to keep the conversation on. I mean, to start a conversation is something important, but to keep it, to maintain it, is more important. It is not enough to know how to start a conversation, but you have to know how to start and how to keep it on. I mean, with the others, okay? So, how do you keep it on? By asking open ended questions, okay? By finding a common ground, okay? By listening actively. Listening is also very important, guys. It's not enough to ask a question and he answers, and at the, I mean, directly you ask another question. You have to give it a while. You need to just focus on his speech. You show that in, I mean, use your tone and gestures. Oh, what you say to show that you are interested. Wow. For instance, he is saying something and you say, wow, this is great. Okay. Try to show that you are attentive. You are listening to what he is saying before asking another question. This makes you feel natural, okay, real, and not just like a robot. Okay, utilizing the 3-2-1 rule. What does this rule say? It means that you have to listen for 3 seconds and you have to process what is said or what is saying for 2 seconds, and respond in 1 second to create a natural, comfortable dialogue. Okay, this means what? I mean, do not directly after his speech try to shoot another question. No, try to I mean, give it a while, take it easy, and try to listen, to show gestures, to show some reactions before you shoot another question. Okay. Also, we have key tips for success. Okay, gauging body language. As I told you, body language is very, very important. When you speak, your facial expressions have to reflect something. If you are interested, you have to show your interest. in your in your eyes, in the way you are talking, in your tone and everything. If you are not interested, whether you like something, whether you don't like something, again, you have to show it. You have to live every word, as I told you, because conversation is not something that you write. No, it's something live, something you feel, something you experience. So you have to be open, you have to be real, you have to be friendly, you have to be polite. Keep it keeping it brief. Try to be brief as well. So when somebody asks a question, try to give some pieces of information, not too brief, not too long. Try, I try to be something in between. Um, Take something, a position that is in the middle, okay, which is something good. Um, what else? We have being prepared. You have also to prepare when you want to speak to someone. You have to prepare yourself. Okay, I want to ask about this one. I mean, do not ask one question and then you don't know what to ask later on about what. No, try to open. A conversation with someone, and before opening, you have to prepare yourself. I want to ask him about this one and this one, clothes, party, for instance, business, people, something general, as you can see, something very general. What else? Small talks. You can hear all. I mentioned only three based on the website I have already consulted. So one of the small talks that are used to open a conversation to start a conversation with a stranger is to talk about weather. But it's not only weather. You can say, "Oh, this is a very nice weather today, isn't it?" Okay, but this is not enough. Okay, you have weather. We have compliment. Yeah, you are, for instance, praising his jacket, his look, or her look, her haircut, the atmosphere, the surrounding, the dancing, the cake, okay, everything. And you can talk about, for instance, something that's a movie you saw, for instance, etc. So many things general. Okay, you can invest in your process of ice breaking. As I told you, to maintain authentic conversation is something important, but know how to keep it on is very important. So, how to keep it on? Here you have to think of the following items. Never think of perfection. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to start. It's better to start it in this way, or to ask this question first and then this is second. No, I told you you have to prepare yourself, but never think of perfection. Think only of how to be simple, positive, friendly, and confident. These are very important than perfection. Never thinks of how to choose words and vocabularies. Sometimes we have grammar. No, it's not a matter of using a grammar. Try to make it simple, simple. Use simple grammar, but try to show that you are friendly, you are confident, you are positive, etc. Use compliment, as I told you, as it is a powerful icebreaker. It can open the door to a great conversation. Show that you are interested in something. When somebody is talking, try to show reaction. Okay, show that you are aligned with him. You are following. You are listening to him and attentive, etc. There is no need to use complicated grammar and words, as I told you, because what's more important is the how to keep it simple, how to keep it real, how to be confident, how to be friendly. It's not about we don't have a lecture, we don't have a conference that you are, delivering a lecture or something. No, it's just only a simple conversation. Um, what else? We have to show curiosity and good energy. When somebody is talking, as I told you, you have to show that you are interested in something. You have to share a little about yourself. Never only ask the others about things. Also, you have to, if he, for instance, said, I love this type of party. Say, me too. Also, I love it because it is so and so and so. So you have to share to give some pieces of information about yourself as well. It is better. Okay, connecting by finding something in common. So try to make yourself similar to the other by finding some shared background, shared ground, something in common between you and him. Okay, etc. So try to find something that keeps you together, okay, that connects you together. Let them feel comfortable because of sharing grounds, making the mini conversation alive through adding something from both sides. As I told you, if you want to make your conversation alive, in this case, you have to what? You have to keep asking from both sides, not only from one side. Do not, I mean, take the part of questioning and the other one takes the role of answering. This is not good. Both of you have to ask. Both of you have to answer and to add opinion, etc. Avoid the style of questioning and answering from one side. This is what I've just mentioned. Okay, try to share pieces of information because sharing adds a flavor uh, to our conversation. Okay, what else? What else? We have how to keep it honest. Still, we have to react through the use of words. Uh, to show that you are attentive. For instance, say, wow, that's great. Oh, you are great. You are something. I like it. Okay. So you have to use some phrases, some compliment, as I told you. This makes you feel real and doesn't sound robotic. Okay. And ask about the other's opinion as well. So when you ask about the other's opinion, you try to share, to state something about your opinion in this matter as well. Maybe your opinion is different, maybe you have a new perspective, etc. So never try to say, oh, okay, so what about another question, what about another question? It's not enough to ask, to keep asking questions. No, you have to give some piece of information about yourself as well. Okay. um, Also, we have to know how to end the conversation. To start the conversation is important. To make it on is very important. But also you have to know how to end it because the way you end it also leaves an impression on in your memory. Okay, I mean maybe if you start the conversation in a good way but you end it in a bad way, again this will be a bad experience. Um, and will have an effect on the addressee as well. So try to know how to end the conversation in a polite way. By ending your conversation politely without sounding rude and without keeping it forever, because sometimes it's not you have to end what you have started. Otherwise, if you keep asking, this will make the others feel what as if they are questioning, they are in a court, etc. So, for instance, you can say, "It was nice talking to you. I have to go now. I should get going. Oh, I have to get back to work. It was great meeting you. I hope to see you again." Of course, a smile should be there everywhere. I should go now. I will let you go. Maybe we will talk again sometimes. It was fun talking to you. I really enjoyed our chat. Enjoy the rest of your day. Or you can say have fun at the party if you are, for instance, at a party or at a restaurant, whatever. Okay. So smiling and waving. And after that you can smile and wave. Um while leaving, okay, not waving here, while leaving, okay, so smile and waving while leaving. This one is very important. Let me just correct this one, please. Okay, what else? Words are important. You have to know something. Words are important, but your attitude and tone are mostly important as they represent what people remember most. Okay, they are what people remember most. So now we come to the expressions that we have to use. For instance, excuse me. Okay, you can start a conversation by saying, excuse me. I hope you don't mind my asking, but could you please help me with this? Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. Maybe you are standing somewhere and you heard accidentally one of the students saying that tomorrow, for instance, there is an exam. I say, sorry, I couldn't help overhearing, but you said that tomorrow there is an exam. Oh, really? And you can go on. You can say lovely or nice day, nice weather, isn't it? Terrible, horrible day or weather, isn't it? Cold, hot, windy, warm, freezing day. See? Or weather, isn't it? I beg your pardon, but you could you please show me the way? But you, for instance, you have mentioned something. Could you please I mean, clarify more, etc. Excuse me, can you tell me the way to, for instance, to the Baghdad University? What did you get that thing you are wearing? It's really wonderful. This is complimenting, as I mentioned. May I ask your opinion? What do you think of this event? How was the traffic? What's up? How are you doing? Delicious food, isn't it? As you can see, we are talking about something in general, about roads, about the food, about weather, about event, about people. Okay, so these are general things. Usually, when you start a conversation with strangers, you have to, I mean, select general topics. Do not go to the specifics. In the specific, sorry, in the book, you have to avoid starting conversation with strangers on the following topics: politics, money, and sex. Usually, do not open any, let's say, conversation with any strangers talking about politics or money or sex. These three topics should be avoided. Okay, and now I just want you to watch this website. Okay, and as I told you, the pieces of information in this PowerPoint have been taken from these two references. The first one is a book, and the second one is a website. Great website because there are so many pieces of information in that website. Okay, so you can visit this website plus the other one already mentioned here in this PowerPoint in order to have a comprehensive idea about how to start conversation with strangers, or as we call them, icebreakers. Okay, how to use ice break mechanisms or strategies. Thank you very much for listening.